You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's a big world out there, and you're just looking for a pat on the back or head. You run around the city, searching for a place to bark, working your tail off with your nose to the ground, sniffing for a few scraps, hoping someone will throw you a bone. You take each lead, collar after collar, hoping one day to take a bite out of success and become the top dog. Fortunately, you come home each day to open arms, open cans, a drink waiting for you, and a comfortable place in front of a TV set. You know you've got it good, really good, because after all, it's a doggy dog world out there. Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with your host, pet expert, and award-winning author, Liz Palaika, and this week's co-hosts, Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Hi, welcome to It's a Doggy Dog World. I'm your host, Liz Palaika, and with me today are my good friends, Petra Burke. Hello. And Kate Abbott.
How do?
And in our last podcast, which happened to be our 100th podcast, which is just amazing to me, we announced that we were going to have a contest. In this podcast, we're going to talk about the winners. So hang on, hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. It's a Doggy Dog World. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Petco, where the pets go. Petco, where the pets go.
Pet Life Radio has tail-wagging, fur-flying, fabulous deals for our listeners from Petco. Get $6 off your order of $60 or more and up to 40% off the entire Petco site. That's right, but that's not all. Because you're a Pet Life Radio listener, you'll also get free shipping on your order of $49 or more. $6 off, up to 40% off, and free shipping from Pet Life Radio and Petco. To get these awesome deals, go to PetcoDeals.com. That's PetcoDeals.com.
Petco, where the pets go. X-Power is a global brand that offers a complete line of stand dryers, cage dryers, and multiple blasters that cater to both home and professional groomers. Designed to be quiet, lightweight, and powerful, X-Power pet dryers will save you time, energy, and money. The X-Power B2 Pro at-Home dryer is the perfect gift for family and friends. Please check out our specials at viperpet.com and amazon.com. For more information, visit xpower.ws or call 855-855-8868.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. We know you're begging for more. So back to It's a Doggy Dog World with your fetching hosts, Liz Palaika, and this week's co-hosts, Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Welcome back to It's a Doggy Dog World. In our 100th episode of It's a Doggy Dog World.
Wow.
I know, which is just
Crazy.
Totally amazing.
Mind-boggling.
Over, what, about 4 years, I guess?
Is it really?
Who'd have thunk that we'd have been doing this for 4 years?
I remember when you had to explain to me what a podcast was.
Yeah, same here. A what?
But anyway, in our 100th episode, we announced that we were having a contest. If you're a regular listener, you know we like people to have fun with our dogs. I mean, we all play with our dogs. We do silly things with our dogs. And far too often, unfortunately, in our dog training classes here at Kindred Spirits, people just don't seem to know how to have fun with them. And I think your relationship with your dog, your training experience with your dog, everything is enhanced if you're willing to be silly, have fun, play games, do anything. Tickle their tummy, tickle their toes, play with the hair between their pads. But, just have fun with them. So anyway, we announced a contest. We asked people to email us or post on Facebook the silliest things that they do with their dogs. And we didn't get as many responses as I was hoping for. I was hoping there were a lot of people doing silly stuff. But we got quite a few. And we read through them and read through them again and compared them.
There's some good ones.
And talked about them. Mm-hmm. And we picked our 3 winners. We have grand prize winner, second and third place. And they've already been sent off boxes of books for their prizes, my books, of course. And we're going to talk about them tonight. So we're going to start with the third place winner.
So third place goes to Martha Clausen. She actually, I kind of had had fun with this one. She likes to do with her dog Ziggy, who is a blue Doberman. She dances with Ziggy to AC/DC Back in Black album.
Yeah, rock.
I know. That's what I thought. I'm like, that's an awesome album.
Where do they live?
Martha lives in... Oh, hold on, right.
Okay.
Boise, Idaho.
All right.
Hopefully it's not too cold over there.
I believe it's snowing up that direction as we're recording this.
So Martha Clausen lives in Boise, Idaho, and she has Ziggy, who's a 10-year-old blue Doberman Pinscher. She's had since he was 18 months old. I guess he started as a foster dog and ended up living with her for up to currently 10 years now.
Let's see, they call that a failed foster.
Yep.
They're not failed. They found a home.
But she stated that she's disabled, but Ziggy gives her a good reason to get out of bed and take care of him every day. He enjoys riding the car, running. I think she even described him as running like a greyhound.
Yeah. Those long dopey legs.
Yep. And that her family loves Ziggy so much that her son had suggested to clone him.
Clone him. Whoa.
So, congratulations, Martha and Ziggy.
Okay, and second place winner is...
Second one goes to Holly Johnson. She's in Rainier, Oregon. She plays patty cake with her dog. She has a English Shepherd. Oh goodness, what is it? Gunner. Yes, Gunner, an English Shepherd, and likes to play patty cake. He loves it, and seems after they play the whole game, then he puts his paws back in her hands, and they play the game again. So he has a good time. They say they do some obedience work. They like doing herding instinct tests, but he's just, as he calls her Bubba Boy. He's a good old Bubba Boy. I think that's so cute. And it seems like what he also does, she gets migraines, and he's been able to predict them before it gets too bad. So she's able to take her medicine beforehand. So that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. And that she reads them bedtime stories. I think he has a pretty good life.
Good night, Moon. Any particular one?
No, didn't list anything. No.
Is she the one that said that she keeps buying Liz's books and loaning them out and then she
I
never
think
gets them back?
She mentioned she bought like 4 of them and her friends keep taking them.
Well, she's got a box of books on the way, and hopefully she can protect them.
Put a leash on your books.
Yeah. All right, and then our grand prize winner is... Drum roll.
There you go. Woohoo! It is Tamra Russo. Now, Tamra used to live locally. Actually, she used to live here in Fallbrook and had come to one of our classes many years ago. So that was cool.
Small world.
I know. And now she's up in Oregon as well. And real small world.
I wonder if our 3 winners were from the Northwest. I wonder if those long winters make for people getting silly with their dog in the house.
More time inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if that has a link.
Doesn't explain why we're silly with our dogs.
Because
we're just silly.
We're just silly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and let's see here. So she has an English Shepherd Lab mix named Jessie, and we thought this was pretty neat. Jessie has figured out how to look in one of those long mirrors that tilt. I'm not sure what you call them. Full-length tilted mirror. And she's figured out that if she looks in the mirror, she can see her mom, especially when she's folding clothes. So she will actually push the mirror enough so she can see her mom clearly, bark at it, goes to her mom, gets some pets and loves, and go back to the mirror and play with the mirror again. So she's learned that she sees herself, sees her mom, and knows her mom's behind her.
And recognizes it.
Yep. And
that's
puts
a mark.
Two together.
Isn't that a mark of sentience?
Yeah, that's an abstract idea. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then she also plays another game.
This is what she stated. She goes, funniest game to me with Jessie is played on the bed. She sits on the bed. I call her to me, hold her in my lap very still. I count very slowly. 1, 2, 3. Throw my arms open. Jessie leaps for my arms. Does the zoomies around the house. Back to the bed, and we do the game over again.
I think that's a fun game. I really like that. Yeah,
I think we've all done that as well.
I really like that. Yeah.
One of the things I know that we liked about all of the games was that the dogs asked to play or were part of the game. You know, they came back and asked for more.
We're an active part of it, yeah. Yeah.
What's interesting, I think it's kind of cute, when I asked her some information about Jessie, I guess she's in touch with her inner lab part of her. She's not just the, just the English Shepherd. That she was also a foster. Famous last words, as she stated. So now she became a permanent
another failed
family
foster
member. Mm-hmm. She has her son nicknamed Jessie Jessaloo Kangaroo. That's kind of cute.
Jessie Lou Kangaroo.
Jessaloo Kangaroo. So, congratulations to Tamara.
Boxes of books on the way to all three of you. I hope you enjoy them. I gave you a variety of my different books. If you'll hang on, we'll take a word for our sponsor, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how to figure out games to be silly with your dog, and we'll tell you some of the ones we play with ours. So hang on, we'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. It's a Doggy Dog World. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Every pet is unique. Maybe they're gray in the muzzle, yet young at heart. Maybe they're growing out of the puppy stage and into their paws and ears. Or maybe they're just trying to maintain a more girlish figure. At PetSmart, we have the right food for your pet at a great value for you. PetSmart. Be better together.
Go to PetSmartDeal.com and save up to 30% on pawsome gifts for the pets and pet people in your life. Toys, collars, leashes, PetSmart gift cards, treats, and more. Go to PetSmartDeal.com today. PetSmartDeal.com.
Dyson.
The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to DysonDeals.com. DysonDeals.com to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
This year, Americans are expected to spend a jaw-dropping $36 billion on their pets. From lighted leashes to high-end spa products, the discriminating pet owner can find just about anything to pamper his or her pet. Hi, this is Michelle Fern. Join me every week for Best Bets for Pets, where we'll talk about the latest pet products and talk to the companies that make them. Best Bets for Pets, every week, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com. We know you're begging for more. So back to It's a Doggy Dog World with your fetching hosts, Liz Palika, and this week's co-hosts, Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Welcome back to It's a Doggy Dog World. I hope you enjoyed the stories of our contest winners. But Petra, Kate, and I all do like to play silly games with our dogs. And we have one here at the training yard that's a joint game with the Australian Shepherds.
And now Bones.
And now Bones,
puppy.
the baby English Shepherd, yes. Mm-hmm. We've got about 3 acres here. And the big training yard runs the length of the property. So it's a pretty good size run. And if the dogs dash down it, it's good exercise. And there's a little bit of slant. There's a little tiny hill. So running back up is also good exercise. So with Bashir, Cisco, and Rio.
And now Bones.
Yeah. How are we going to say this without them waking up here in the office? We say, on your mark, get set, go.
Heads popped up.
No, we got to be honest. It started with my terrier.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
It started with my terrier making a run down to the shed to hunt for mice. And so when the terrier, Jack Russell Terrier Quill, when he would take off, all the Aussies would follow and chase.
Right.
Well, then we turned it into a game.
Right.
Where we'd hang on to the Aussies,
Let him run.
Give the terrier a bit of a head start, and then tell them on your mark, get set.
Believe it or not, the Aussies are faster than the terrier. We didn't believe that at first, but when they're running hard, they're faster than the terrier.
But the game turned while Quill started playing the game.
And then he started just waiting, right? Yeah. But then he got run over a couple of times. Yeah. He didn't want to be the racehorse, the bait anymore.
But the Aussies like the run and the racing each other so much that they do it all by themselves.
They didn't need the Jack Russell anymore.
Yeah. Well, and now he chases them.
Yeah,
that's true.
So we modified the rules. We stopped letting them chase him because that was causing some bad feelings.
Right.
But now when we tell them on your mark, it's and they take off running, now the terrier chases them. And so he's delighted to run with them.
Right.
Yep.
Just not being the bunny rabbit.
You don't want to be the bunny rabbit.
And it's funny because they do come back and ask for it.
Yeah.
They run back, stand in front of us, tongues out, eyes bright, going, okay,
we're waiting.
Let's do it again. And give me the clue.
And we don't, at the beginning we had to at the beginning it just started with watching them chase Quill.
Right.
So we started just giving them those cues. Okay,
right.
Here you go. And now they'll just go off on those cues and just start running wildly and having a best time.
And it's great exercise.
But they've modified the rules. We've modified the rules. They've come back and added to the game.
Yeah. And of course, we cheer them on. Yay! Woohoo! Go, go, go!
And they run as fast as they can.
But then they pretty much lope back.
Right.
Yes.
They've gotten that idea that it's run as hard as you can down.
Right.
And then lope back, all grinning.
With the tongues hanging out. Yeah.
And they all stand in front of us like, hey,
ready?
Yeah. And if you just say that, you see the ears pick up and the eyes get bright.
And the fun thing is with the puppy Bones, who's about 14 weeks old now, there's no way he can keep up with them. But his little legs go. He's figured out the game. His ears flying. His little legs going.
He's pumping away.
He's running as fast as he can. And he's smart enough to... He's been run over a couple times. So he's smart enough to kind of stay to one side a little bit. But he loves... He's already learned the game.
Oh, yeah. He's doing awesome.
It's great fun.
So cute. Just so cute.
And then let's see, silly games that I play with my guys at home. I like to hide things. I like to hide special toys. I like to hide food treats, environmental enrichment type of things. And I'll put, Bones doesn't know downstay yet, but I'll tell the other boys to downstay. And go hide 2 or 3 or 4 different things. And then tell them, find it. And off they go. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they'll be in the house, sometimes in the backyard, but letting them use their nose, letting them think. And I suppose that's really not very silly, but they kind of think it is. So it's just fun.
I think now,
and especially in the rainy winters.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. Now that it's been kind of cold and rainy, and tends to stay in bed a little longer. Yeah. With the Poms, I play the blanket monster.
Oh yeah,
you have a name for it.
Yeah. So their hands keep moving, and I'll do a quick grab with their paws, and they're like trying to growl and find it, and then I don't move, and they're looking around on the blanket. Where is it going? And oh yeah,
I play monster under the covers with Bones too, not on the bed because he can't get up there yet. But if I've got a comforter out in the living room in the evening or in the first thing in the morning when the house is chilly, my feet will be the monsters under the covers, and yeah, pounce, pounce, and
yep. Yeah, so much
of course,
fun.
Puppies, it's easy to be silly with puppies.
Yeah, and then sometimes I just get just 30 seconds of silly. So usually as I move around the house, I've got 2 to 3 shadows with me. Just, just moving along with me. And then sometimes I'll just freeze. I just stop and I freeze like a statue. And I can watch out of the corner of my eye and the dogs are like, what? What's going on? And I wait for them to get all like... And I go, ah! And I just sort of chase them for about 10 seconds.
I can tell you have smaller dogs.
Go!
That would be potentially deadly with Aussies.
just and then they run and they come back.
But see, they wouldn't run; they would come up in the air.
Yeah. Well, I used to play with my Roddy girl when she was able, but she'd fall down now. Poor girl. But we've been doing the nose work class with one of our trainers, and that's had lots of ideas for fun. Like you say, hiding stuff.
Yeah.
The aerosol cheese in a can.
Right.
I don't buy that, and I've never had it, but oh my gosh, did the dogs love it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get a can of that. But I have been
here.
playing the hide the treat in the boxes. I got about 6 boxes that are about, 6 or 8 inches on a square. And
especially this time of year with all the
it's
deliveries.
raining. Yeah.
Plenty.
Well, actually, I went to Wally Mart and got them. So they're new boxes. Well, they used to be new boxes.
No, yeah.
Now they're all good and slobber.
I'm just saving all the Amazon boxes that are coming.
But I bring out those boxes, and all 3 of them, even the puppy, are like, yeah. So the 2 older dogs can do a downstay. I tie Bones' leash off to a leg of the sofa, and then one at a time they get to find the treats in the boxes. And on these rainy days, cold winter days, it's great fun. Great fun.
Getting to know each dog's personality is fun. One of our good friends, Beverly, she adopted a dog about 10 months ago.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when she said it was 10 months ago. Time flies.
And it's a Maltipoo.
She told us that today. It's been 10 months.
Kiwi?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
So she had Australian Shepherds, and then her last dog was a standard poodle. And now she's got this Maltipoo. And she talks about learning what Kiwi wants to do to play.
Right.
Her standard poodle, Molly, had certain games that they played.
Right.
And she tried them with Kiwi, and they were like, some of them were okay, but Kiwi had to put a little twist on them or do something. And she's now introducing Bev to the games that she wants to play.
Yeah.
And that's been part of the joy for Bev in this new relationship, is learning what makes her little dog happy.
It is, especially when you adopt an adult dog. I mean, me with Bones, yes, I'm seeing what he likes to play, but I'm also teaching him mine, because he's a baby. He's a blank slate.
Yeah.
And so he's learning what Bashir and Cisco like to do, and he's learning what I like to do, and I'm watching him too. And he loves the nose work. He loves using his nose, and has amazing concentration when he's using his nose. So that's fun too. But when you adopt an older dog or adopt an adult...
And apparently she was used to playing fetch a little bit. And that was pretty much the only game that she had ever played.
Yeah, because I remember when I got her for Bev, she didn't.
You were the adoption arranger.
Yeah.
The matchmaker.
Matchmaker.
But she, poor little thing, really didn't know what play was.
She didn't know how to play.
No.
And we've run into several dogs in our classes. People have adopted them, and the dog has no idea what a toy is. And how sad is that? That's just so sad. Spoken as the mother of 3 dogs who have an overflowing toy basket.
Same here.
Still watching each, my Roddy girl, she's older, and she loves the squeaky toys, the plush stuffed toys, but she's so gentle with them. She finds the squeaker and then just gently squeak, 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 squeak. Doesn't tear it up. That's fine. Walter, of course, loves to disembowel them if he can get a hold of them. And the terrier then, of course, wants to beat himself about the head and shoulders with anything that he picks up. So, anything with a tail that he can whap himself with.
Along the lines of the squeakers, I have one of those squeaker snakes that has like 6 or 8 big squeakers along the length of it. Indestructibles. Cisco isn't real fond of it. He'll play with other
he's
toys.
Hilarious with it. He takes his front
No,
teeth.
Bashir.
Oh, Bashir, that's right.
Cisco
Bashir
doesn't care for it too much. Bashir likes squeakers, but he doesn't like those big ones.
So like play with you, right, Kate? And he would just take the snake with just his front teeth.
Just the edges of it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make that noise. He could carry it around.
And then the
hilarious.
puppy grabs it and squeaks the whole length of it, up and down and up and down. And so that I have to turn the TV volume up higher. Or hide it. Hide the toy. But Bashir doesn't like those big squeakers. He holds it by the very edge of the material.
When you think of all the different games that people play, it's no wonder there's many different... I mean, people say, well, I play fetch. Like, that's the only game a dog can do.
Or Frisbee.
Yeah. Or Frisbee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, he runs with me.
Really?
But there's so many other, fun things for and the dogs pick up on it when you give them that opportunity and you laugh with them and say, well, what do you want to do with this? And what do you think about that?
Bashir and his traffic cone.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we use traffic cones here at Kindred Spirits in games that we play with our training students. Sometimes we'll use it to mark the starting line or the finish line, or for dogs and owners to weave in the heel around. But we use traffic cones. Well, one day, a few years ago, we were picking up after the class, and I was picking up traffic cones, and I asked Bashir to get one for me. And he did, and brought it to me, and I praised him. And that's all it took.
And these are full-size traffic cones?
Oh. Yeah. 18 inches tall or something like that. The bases of them are weighted. They're heavy. But that was all it took. So he helped me pick them up that night. Every time since then, when we put traffic cones out, he'll pick them up. Sometimes before I ask him to, and sometimes before we're done with the game.
That's right.
But if I ask him to wait, he will.
I love the days that we'd set him up to do weaves. And we're busy doing anything. We turn around and we're like, anybody seen the cones? We didn't put them over there.
Bashir has all the cones.
He rearranged.
He gathers them and brings them to
Yes. I have no sheep to herd, therefore I will herd traffic cones. Well, at some point, one day, he decided they were a toy. And when we were throwing balls, he went and got a traffic cone. And I figured, okay, he brought it to me, so I threw it. Suckers are heavy to throw. Mm-hmm. They're his favorite retrieving toy now.
Yeah.
And you can see his neck muscles expand as he picks it up to carry it around.
Yeah.
Keeps him
it's funny
strong and fit.
you know how Rio likes Bashir. It's like
Big brother.
Big brother. And he's taught Rio how to do it.
The two of them with that big, huge exercise ball.
Oh yes.
Talk about tiring two dogs out.
And then Rio watching
Bashir
and having
learning
him have so much fun and imitating him.
Exactly.
So this is one of the big, like an exercise ball, but it's one made for dogs. It's called a boomer ball, I believe.
The guy that developed him actually developed him, first of all, for the weightlifters, the really
big guys.
hardcore guys to sit on and balance while they did their weightlifting.
Whereas
it can hold a couple of 100 pounds.
The regular exercise balls weren't strong enough,
right,
or big enough. But then the guy has an Australian Shepherd named Boomer, and so they also became a dog toy. And I believe, I don't know if he has a website, but if you're on Facebook, look, Team Boomer or something, or Boomer Balls, something like that, along that lines. Free commercial for him. But anyway, Bashir absolutely loves it. And I'm not teaching him anything like the tray ball. I'm just letting him play with it. And I'll call him to me, and he's learning to herd it a little bit, steer it. But most of all, he just simply loves chasing it. Moving it around, having some control, chasing it. And one day, Rio just started running with him.
Yeah, just joined in.
And now the two of them, one on each side of this ball, and they work in unison. And sometimes hit it, and it bounces 6 foot in the air.
And they can keep it in the air for a little bit. How many times do we see them bounce it? It never touches the ground. Yeah. Or they will have it somehow where they get just under, one on each side, and the ball is literally off the ground, and they're running
on top of them.
On them.
Carry it on their shoulders.
Yeah.
And again, all we've done is cheer them on.
Yeah, that's
Not teaching them anything, just cheer them on, let them figure out the game. Mm-hmm. Bashir figured out the game with the cones. Bashir and Rio with the boomer ball. Now,
and then the day that we use wading pools around here, little kids' wading pools in the summer for the dogs.
Water, yeah.
But this one was empty.
Right.
And Bashir was running around chasing his boomer ball, and it went into the empty wading pool. Well, we all erupted in applause.
Right.
And he went, aha!
And now he does it on purpose. Or when he gets it stuck. If he gets it stuck behind a bench or something like that, I don't go save it. I did in the beginning. I'd go and get it and save him, get it out of the corner. But now I just cheer him on and make him think about it, and he gets it out by himself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think the primary message here is try stuff. Have fun. Things that you like to do. Discover what your dog likes to do.
The toy on a line on a fishing pole.
Oh, the lure.
I started that because of adopting this terrier, and I wanted a terrier-type game. But, oh my gosh, I've used it with so many kinds of dogs now.
Well,
it's become a really favorite game.
Brought it into the puppy classes or even private training.
Yeah.
So have fun with them. Figure out what they like, what you have fun with. Indoor games, outdoor games, games that make them use their brain, games that use their body. Laugh with them. I think that's the biggest thing that I like to do with them. I love to laugh with the dogs. And I don't laugh at them. I laugh with them.
Sometimes I laugh at them, but that's okay.
Exactly.
They
with
don't
them.
care. We're all having fun.
That's right. Right.
Exactly.
So maybe in a year, maybe when we're doing our 125th podcast, we'll have another contest and see what games you guys are playing. And so think about it.
Hopefully.
And it could be absolutely anything. I mean, this lady with the mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything. Dancing.
Maybe we didn't, because the people that are playing with their dogs are out playing with their dogs.
Oh, so they didn't listen to the podcast?
Yeah. No, but
they should be inside listening to our podcast.
They're having fun with their dogs.
But we'll throw that challenge out. A year from now, we'll have another contest. And so start playing with your dogs. And I think that's it.
That is it.
Well, we wish for everybody have fun with your dogs.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Having a rough day? Longing for the dog days of summer? Think your fun furry friend lives a dog's life? Well, find out everything you're begging to know as Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with pet expert and award-winning author Liz Palaika. Every dog has his day, and you'll find out how to make your dog's day fun and rewarding every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.